Welcome. This will be our new Augusta Airsoft briefing as of May 5th, 2020. Please bear with me as I just go through it. There's some significant changes, and if everybody takes the time to do it prior to coming to the field, I think it'll pay off as far as time spent on the field. Just bear with me, please. Welcome, and thank you for coming to Augusta Airsoft, where the nuts gather. I still like saying that. Please remember to treat others the way you want to be treated and always put others before self. That's kind of the cornerstone of the place. As of May 5th, 2020, we have adjusted the rule set for social distancing purposes. Please review. Number one, as it's always been, fill out the online waiver. It's good for 1 year. Please make sure you do that. Number two, pay the field fee. It'll be cash only, or we can send you an invoice before you get to the field. I can do that if you send me your email, but I'd like to have that information prior to coming to the field, so we're not huddled around the phone on the Square app. That's not going to happen anymore for the foreseeable future. Moving along, take a dead rag, but don't give it back. Dead rags are always free at AA. They're important to the way that we play. You've got to have one while you're on the field, but you can take that one home this time. Just trying to do my part for social distancing. Stay 6 feet away from everyone in the parking lot. That means let's not hang out at each other's cars. I want the community to be the same as ever, as much as possible, but we really got to stick to this 6-foot rule. Moving along, we'll limit our facility at this time to 9 players and 1 ref per field. We play all kinds of different games at AA, but for the short time being, we will do Badgerville, Squirrel Town, and Hare University. We'll play for 1 hour there. We'll take 15 minutes, which includes the walk back, the time in the parking lot, and then the walk to the next field. But that'll keep us from stacking up in the parking lot. Those days are gone for the short term. But help me by being prepared and being ready. Moving right along, when you get there, please use the chrono after you signed in, which we won't actually sign in anymore. Just come by, let me know who you are if I don't recognize you. But be ready to go so that we can stay on time. The times again are 12:30, 12:45, and 1. Make sure you sign up and you'll get your time when you do that. In the past, part of the place, this isn't we don't see it really as a business. So I've learned everything from nice replicas, my own replicas, to masks, to batteries, to clothes, gloves, and even socks, right? So I can't do that anymore. So if you need something from me, I can sell it to you, and then I don't want it back. But that's one of the hard things that I think Airsoft's going to have to deal with as far as rentals and the rental mask. How will we grow the sport going forward? I don't know, but it's going to take some new thinking, new procedures, and I haven't quite covered that yet. But I just wanted you to know that send me a text, send me an email if you know you're going to need something, and I'll do my best. But the bottom line is we can't share like we used to, which I think is sad, but we can't do it. So if you want to rent, I can rent you a replica. I'll give it to you at the beginning, and I'll give you a high cap mag full of BBs. But after that, I'm going to need you to buy your own BBs, which will sell you the Elite Force brand BB. But I can't just keep giving BBs to everyone because of social distancing. Those days are gone, and we certainly will miss them, but it's just about how we can continue forward in this new time period. But let me know, mask, I just can't do it. I can sell you a mask and you get to take it home, but as a parent, that seems really strange. The cost is significantly more, but that's just the way we have to do it here for, I think, probably the rest of the summer, which is bad. But I hope that by August, September, we can go back to the way we used to do it. So those are the basics. Here are the rules. I'm sorry I'm babbling. Number one, do not at any time get within 6 feet of any other person. So that means don't come into the trailer. And if you're playing in Harry University, don't come in on the corner. 6 feet is roughly about the size of a person, height wise, and so keep that in mind. It's not the way we've done it in the past, but it's the way we have to do it going forward. So don't get within 6 feet. Number two, no shooting or dry firing in the parking lot. It's the most dangerous place we have because not everyone has their iPro on. So no more of that. Please help me follow that. As we start a new day, none of that goes on at all. Number three, on the field, past the wall, iPro on at all times, no exceptions. Don't take your iPro off. It's the most dangerous place, and most of these engagements are very close. So please, they're going to be 6 feet apart, but make sure you keep something over your teeth. I think that's important. Number four, you get shot, calling all your hits. You get shot anywhere on your body, yell out hit, hit, hit as loudly as you can, and put your dead rag on top of your head. That's the way you've always done it. If you don't do that, there's a strong possibility you're going to get overshot. So I ask you to do it's a 2-step process. Again, hit, hit, hit. Good job, good shot. Pull that dead rag as fast as you can. Don't shoot after being shot. Certainly don't fuss. And remember, this is BB Wars. Don't take it too serious. Respect others. If you have a concern, please drink a water. And then just cool out. Take a break. It's not a big deal. I know I wish I'd have done that a million times in my life, but here I am. So you take a break. I used to say, bring me a water, but we can't share waters anymore. We used to always bring waters. I think for BB Wars, we gave out 600, but we can't do that anymore. So bring your own water and drink it if you're having a problem. I think that time away really helps. So please do that for me. Number six, you get shot in a gun, just say gun hit one time. You get two or three, call yourself out. If you know it's a ricochet, call yourself out after the second or third one. But use your own judgment. I'm pretty happy that the place to this day has been one where you get to make that call. Like, nobody's going to fuss at you. I'm not going to fuss at you, but it's nice to hear it out loud so that people know that you're playing the right way. Chrono is still 1.5 joules, so I'd go right from the Balahack or the old Balahack rule set. I don't distinguish between what type of replica it is. We're a semi-auto only field. The only people that can shoot full auto are the people that are carrying around an LMG, something that's a real belt-fed machine gun in the world. Shrike, maybe, but let me help you with that decision. But call and ask if that's a sticking point for you. So we're just semi-auto. If you need the Joule chart, you can find it online, or it's on our sign-in sheet, which you won't be signing in anymore, but it's there if you want to look at it. Don't touch it. Number 8, dead men don't talk. So you get shot, don't say anything except hit, 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 good job, good shot. You say something positive, which always makes me happy, be affirming, but don't say anything else. That's a big rule. I try to really keep that at the front of people's brain the whole day. So if you're in the line of fire, move out of the way. But when you get shot, pull your dead rag, hit, 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 good job, and just sit tight. Number 9, no blind fire. You got to see what you're shooting at, so don't stick your replica around the corner. I think that's nonsense, and Airsoft, especially at AA, we got a lot of corners, and so it's just too dangerous. Don't do it. Medics, we can't do medics anymore, so I don't think we'll be doing chaos for a while. The way, if we do a respawn game, you'll go and actually put your foot on one of those custom pieces of wood from Italia, that's right. Yep. So no touching, no grabbing any of that stuff, no dragging. That's all gone. Cars and props, man, I love those cars, and they were all real important to me until somebody came and broke all the windows in Badgerville. It's pretty sad, but I'm thankful that we have a community that doesn't believe in that nonsense. So again, even though they're all gone, don't break any of the new windows or the remaining windows, because that's not acceptable. Grenades are welcome. Thunder Bees, EG67s, RTBs, you can use all of that. Smoke grenades, all that's welcome. In order to take someone out of the game, though, and qualify as a hit, it needs to throw a BB. So Thunder Bee, you need to put BBs inside. That's how we do it. If it just makes a noise, it doesn't kill anybody. Distraction. But if it doesn't have a BB coming out, it doesn't kill them. So, or it doesn't take them out of the game, whatever. Number 14, we're at the end now. One whistle starts, three whistle stop. That's the way we've always done it. We'll have three fields going, so you got to be paying attention to your ref and make sure you know which whistle is yours. And that'll just be smooth. But again, never take your mask off out on the field. Just be paying attention to your ref. Boundaries, we're at the end. Stay off the railroad tracks. That's common sense. I'll say it every time. Don't put your feet on the big rocks. Stay off the cut grass on the Rexnord side. Like, don't ever pull the trigger from the cut grass. On the parking lot side, stay out of the parking lot. With the power station, the chain link fence, stay out of that chain link fence. And then on the far side where the cows are, don't cross the cattle fence. You know, it's a wire fence, but it's there. You see the cut grass on their side where the cows are. On our side, the grass is tall. So stay on the tall grass. That's basically a rule of thumb. Animals, listen, I like animals far more than people. I've missed people a lot during this little break, but I wouldn't say I like them. So animals, I really like. Don't shoot any of my animals, bunnies, bees, birds, anything living except for people. Only simulate violence against people. I rejoice in that. I think it's a great thing. It's been a great thing for me personally, and I really like Airsoft. And so the only way to continue is to play by these rules. The last one, blind man, it's a big deal. Blind man is if you get hurt. You know, you've hurt your ankle, you've hurt your knee, something's happened, your mask is broken. You know, it's something significant. You yell out blind man, everyone else around you yells out blind man 5 times, or until they hear it stop being repeated. You know, you want to yell it to hear it repeated, then just keep your mask on, set your replica muzzle down, don't pull the trigger, and just wait. That's how we do it. We will then help that person. Like EMT will help them. I'm not qualified to help, but I can assist. EMT helps them. We get them to safety, and then we'll restart the game. If it's something major, like a really hurt knee or a bad ankle, or somebody tripped and is not doing well, we'll stop the game. We'll come back to the parking lot. We'll reset. But otherwise, we'll reset. We'll restart with a whistle. That's the way we've always done it. Don't hesitate to call it out if you're worried, but don't call it out if your gun isn't firing. Don't do that to me. Last, again, the spirit of the place, be a good person. Use appropriate language. Don't say anything you wouldn't say in front of my mother. Have a problem or concern, make sure you take that break, drink the water, just give yourself a few seconds to think about all the blessings that we have there in Augusta County. You can see the mountains. You can see trees. You can often see rabbits. Lots of positives. Not worth taking too serious. And if it is serious to you, we might be able to work it out. But history and my mindset is one that usually we can't. So it's not something I'm proud of. It's just the way it works. So don't roll the dice. Be an addition to the community. Be positive, be thankful. I have no problem giving your money back. It's not a big deal to me. But make sure you know that there are consequences, consequences to our actions. So that's the way we do it. Here's the last thing I'll tell you about suggestions. You should treat others the way you want to be treated. Say good job, good shot. Be real positive about the game. Meet people. Be a good example. For now, don't get near each other, and this is serious. No high fives, no hugging, and no shaking hands. You can't do any of that stuff anymore. I used to really be thankful for like the Lynchburg crew. Hey, always high fiving, always fist bumping. None of that can happen. We'll do it in our minds, but not in reality. And then just enjoy the day. That's what I try to do each time I've been there. So it's real special to me, and I ask that you treat it the same. So the final thing I'll tell you is that Airsoft's going to change. It's not going to be the same because you're not going to be able to have the crowds for a while. And if a small business, which I don't even think we are small, we're minuscule. I mean, it is what it is. But even at a substantial place, I don't think you're going to be able to have the crowd. So we got to make the most of it. You know, it's going to be 5-on-4 for a long time or whatever, but let's do that and see how we get along, because I think we can still have some good games and good days doing that. But I beg you, as a person that cares very much about airsoft, you gotta get out and you gotta go and see what's out there. We're lucky in Virginia to have Ballack Airsoft. That's the best place. I really like it. I like everything about it. Mr. Eaton has been really kind to me over the last 5 years, and I recommend it. I think it's well worth the trip. I don't think you're going to be able to go down there and spend the night in a hotel for a while, but you should make the day trip when they open. It's well worth it. CZ Airsoft, Mr. Hunt, or excuse me, Mr. Hall, he's been working longer than I have at building this crazy game, and he's really got something special now in Rhodesville. Bigger field, more fields, lots of props, lots of people helping him. So please check out CZ Airsoft. TAA and Manassas, I really like Fitzy and those guys. That's just a cool place. I haven't been yet, but when they've come and supported me, I couldn't be more thankful, and I enjoy their company. So when they're open, when they're allowed to open again, because that's a whole different animal indoors, I plan on making a trip. So look and support that place too. X Zone in Richmond, it's been around longer than we have. It had one of the biggest games, like the Tim and Bob game from way back when, that people say had I don't know how many people. They continue to be there, and that's the home of Schaefer, so you got to go check it out. That would be a great place to go. Falling River, that looks like a super cool place just outside of Lynchburg. It's an old school, and I know Mr. Craig's working real hard. He posts a lot of stuff about it. He's out there working by himself, you know. That's pretty impressive. If once you've tried to build something and you're doing it by yourself, yes, he's certainly worth supporting in my book. Roanoke Airsoft, they're on down about an hour away. They have a really cool field, it looks like, with lots of cool props, new campers. They've got a plane and they've got a bunch of land in the woods. So they also have a full store actually in Roanoke. The field is in Moneta. But goodness, what more could you ask for? A field and a store. Check them out. North 40, well, that's way down in Norton or Wise. I mean, that's far. But that's one of the nicest people I've met in Airsoft. Very family and kind person oriented. You know, they are also associated with the Theta events, and those guys put on the 500 people ops to 100 person ops, and they do it in Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. So check out all these people because they make Virginia Airsoft what it is. And finally, and I'll stop rambling, is that you've got the Swamp in Gloucester. You should check them out because they've been doing it a long time as well. New Kent, I think they're doing Airsoft now 3 times a month, and I'm sorry I didn't mention this at the beginning, but not many of these people are open now, but they will be. And that's my point, is that when they get open, you should go. It's only going to help Airsoft because trust me, the more people that get out and play, the more you get out and experience what's out there, the better it is for everyone. I just wholeheartedly believe that. And I think the only way forward, because of the limitations on rentals, is to go out, be positive, support these people, and then enjoy the day. You know, that's all we've ever tried to do at Augusta Airsoft, and I hope you do decide to get back out and play when you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, hey, I totally get it. I just at the point now where I'm gonna go crazy because I don't do so well being still, and I'm looking forward to the future, and I'm trying to be as positive as possible. 9, 18, 27 person crowds don't make me nervous at all. I just am anxious to get back playing because I think that's what'll make us all feel better with social distancing in place. So if you have any questions, send me an email. The email is on the website, or send me a text. I like to text. That's a great way to get in touch with me, or the Facebook message. But I look forward to seeing all of you all as soon as you all feel comfortable. If you want to come to AA, do the sign up genius. That'll help me a lot, and we'll see you when we see you. Thanks again for all your help, and thanks for all the fun over the last 5 years.